Welcome to the Decluttering Experiment.
Two sisters, one project.
Hi, I'm Wendy, the older sister, organized, logical, and passionate about all things involving simplicity and minimalism.
And I'm Jill, the younger sister, unorganized, easily distracted, and overwhelmed. I'm in desperate need of a whole house overhaul.
Can Wendy help Jill declutter her house and reclaim her life?
Keep listening to find out.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Wendy. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
I know.
250th anniversary of our country.
I know. We're right on the brink of celebrating. This episode is going to air July 2nd, 2026. We thought we'd do something a little bit special because we're celebrating our 250th birthday of the United States. And it got me thinking because this whole the Decluttering Experiment Your Way challenge.
Yeah.
You want to recap that, Jill, for us?
If you're doing it your way, you pick numbers for each week that you want to hit. And they could be 20 items. It could be 600 items. The total that Wendy picked for me is 500 in 4 weeks. She picked 222 for 1 week as a target to hit, 150 for another week, 88 for a week, and 40. So I can do it my way because it's your way. And I could do maybe the first week just 40. Maybe I'm really into it. The second week, 222. But anyway, so Wendy's, I picked her numbers. I did 210 for her, 35, 71, 89, or 15. And if you want to do it our way, if you have decision fatigue and you don't want to pick your own numbers, we've picked some for you. So it would be 100 1 week, 80, 50, and 20. And you could do those any weeks. And you know what? If you don't hit them, no shame, no blame, as Wendy likes to say.
Absolutely. And we're doing this all because Jill loves a challenge. She needs motivation for decluttering. She needs challenges to let go of things.
Yes, because we have to remember, because we can never forget episode 8 when I was feeling great.
Yes.
That was in the midst of that very first challenge where I was just getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff all at once.
Yes.
And I realized that's what I need at this point still to keep that momentum. The challenge that we did, the 10-minute timer challenge, while it was good and while it did help me, having a daily challenge doesn't always work for me. I need a challenge where when I'm feeling motivated, I can just try to crank out that number in the week, but not necessarily have to do it every day.
Right. And so if you're joining us for the first time, maybe you want to go back and listen to some of our other episodes. We're now at episode 16. This is our third challenge we're in. We thank you all for coming along in this journey with us.
Yes, and I know that a lot of the listeners that have reached out to us, they're taking the journey with us. So a listener had just sent a picture on our Instagram. It was her car. You could see the dash of her car. You could see that she was listening to the podcast, and in the distance, you could see Goodwill. She was on her way to Goodwill. She had been decluttering. So yeah, we love those things that listeners are sharing with us.
I know. So thank you. Keep sharing your stories. Keep sharing your successes. And if you just like to have a little bit of fun while decluttering, put on our episodes for inspiration.
Yeah, another listener shared with me that she did last weekend. So she binged a bunch of our episodes while she was decluttering, and it really helped her, she said.
Good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, anyways, Jill, I asked you to explain that decluttering experiment your way, because that kind of leads into sentimental items. Because for me, and so I've pretty much tried to keep around stuff that I use and love. Now, we did that first challenge, and I let go of 313 or 10 items or something.
You did.
And now Jill's assigned me another 210. So I'm really feeling like I have to go deeper, dig a little deeper into some things that I really, really question whether to let go.
And so it is our family motto to dig deep. So.
Right. So to have a chance of hitting all these weeks that she has assigned me, I'm starting to think of things. And the fact that this 250th anniversary is coming up.
Yeah.
made me remember our grandpa quarters.
Yeah. I thought that's what they were called, grandpa quarters.
Now, what grandpa quarters are to Jill and me is back from our country's 200th anniversary. And this was in
1976.
1976. Can you
Mm-hmm.
believe it's been 50 years? The United States Treasury printed a quarter that was a special bicentennial quarter.
Yes.
And for some reason, our grandfather, who liked to collect coins, he collected pennies, he collected silver dollars,
Mm-hmm.
he decided to start collecting these bicentennial quarters. And every time we saw him, we would bring any that we found and he would trade them out for us.
Yes. And for years, I couldn't spend them.
Now, our grandfather did pass in 1987, and at that time, we split up the grandpa quarters. You got half, I got half. I think there were about $150 each we got. I continued, and I saved them.
Well, and that's what my story has to do with. Okay. I, for years, did the same thing. I couldn't spend them. It's just they were kind of sacred.
Yes.
They were grandpa quarters. In my mind, they were something to be collected.
And so these were coins that really didn't have any value other than 25 cents.
So here's what happened. Mom and I were at Olympia Shopping Center, and it might have been shortly after Grandpa died too. So this might have been what made it a little worse for me.
Okay.
We were stranded because the car died, and she had to make a phone call. And the only coin she had was a grandpa quarter. And I said, "You can't use that, Mom." I was fighting with her because the idea of spending it was breaking my heart. And she's like, "Jill, it's just a coin. We need to call." Like, we had no other option. I don't know. I think I thought we were going to walk or something because we couldn't spend this 25-cent quarter. So after that, and she put it in, and I probably cried the whole time she was on the phone calling, probably our dad, to come and pick us up. Then I kind of got over that. I realized that magic wore off in that moment where I knew that if you needed to spend it, you actually could.
Yes. And I'm sure Grandpa would have wanted.
I think he would have. He wouldn't have wanted us to be stranded.
Yeah. Okay. Because I never asked you if you still have those or not. So do you have your grandpa quarters still?
Well, when you texted me the other day that you wanted to do this episode, I thought, this is the difference between your life and my life. Your life is calmer. My life has taken a lot of turns, twists and turns to get to where I am.
Yes.
I did not spend the coins. However, my son was quite a challenging child, and he took all my coins and spent them.
Oh.
And the one day I went to find the coins, he had those tubes.
Yeah, tubes or metal containers.
But I had the metal container too, and it was so heavy.
Yes.
And the one day I went to look at the coins, and it was not heavy. In fact, it was empty.
Oh, boy.
And he had spent all my coins. I was heartbroken. But again, then I realized it wasn't truly worth any more than what it was worth, although he had stolen several $100s.
Oh my gosh, I never knew this story.
Well, it's not a proud one. So when you said you wanted to talk about this, I thought, well, here comes a little bit more of my trauma in my life. Let's air my dirty laundry. I'm sniffing it. Let's air it all on the podcast. I'm okay with that because my son and I have a good relationship.
Yes.
Now, it was very rocky at one moment.
I still have mine. And I'm like, how long am I going to hold on to these coins? So if you want some, Jill,
I would like at least one. I thought, because I don't even own one grandpa quarter.
I have the originals.
I would like one of Grandpa's
because I did
quarters.
At one point
that actually is bringing tears to my eyes to think that I could have one of those.
Absolutely. I started spending the ones I collected because I dated them. I rolled them and I used to date them.
You were really into it.
I know. But
you didn't have that traumatic experience with Mom where she spent it.
No.
See, that's part of my therapy is dealing with that. No, but you know how we when we found them, they were
Yes.
special.
All right, let me ask you one more question. Do you still have the last $5 bill that he was saving for you?
Yes, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I'll probably never spend.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
he always, when we were together, he would give us $5
Before we left.
before, yes, when we were at his house, or even when he came here, I think,
Oh
and
yeah, he would
visited.
bring us well, it
He
started
would
as $1, then it was $2, and then we got a raise to 5. And
$5.
he would wait and he would find a crisp
Yes.
bill, and he knew that I would always crinkle them up. And so sometimes before he handed it to me, he would crinkle mine.
And he had saved, so that's how we got the very last one, even after he passed suddenly, is
Well,
that Grandma got it from the drawer, the ones that he was saving
yeah,
us, the
he
final
would have it
2.
under that paperweight. And she said she found the 2 $5 bills sitting there and she knew he saved them for us.
Right, so we got those too. But the sentimental clutter, I've been thinking about that because it's some of the hardest stuff to let go of.
It is. And really, why are we saving that $5 bill at this point?
Right. And and even things like coins, they're small, so they're easy to store, sort of. I mean, if you have whole coin collections. And there are a lot of people that
Have
have
coins.
coins, and especially ones that you have inherited. And what do you do with them? I wrote a question on social media the other day. That's what they had admitted, that they have them. They don't know what to do with them.
Because they're not collectors. They've
Right.
inherited a collection from collectors. I was reading some of the answers that people said.
Right. And some people have been good about realizing they have no meaning to me, let them go, sell them.
Yeah,
and
take
just,
them to a coin place or
yeah.
something.
But there's a lot of sentimental things that we inherit
Mm-hmm.
or that we just have from our lives. And that's some of the tricky things to let go of.
Yeah, it is. That's like the teacups.
The teacups with you. If you
Yeah.
That was from episode like 1 and 2 and
Right.
3 that we talked about the teacups from Graham, and Jill let those go. Do you still think of those, Jill?
Not really, just because we've talked about it. I mean, I'm glad I let the teacups go because I have some of the other things that I really like.
Yes.
Like that picture with well, there were 6 glasses, but now there's only 5. I'll never let that go because I love that set.
And I'm even going now because of this challenge, like through pictures and things like that. Pictures that I even forgot I had. But once you start looking at them, sometimes they're hard to let things go.
Well, remember when we were in the garage and we went through the pictures and I mean, most of them I kept because it was like stuff that I need to look at. But there was just some random pictures of my 5th grade teachers. And we put them in the trash, but part of me wishes we hadn't. Because I had a very special 5th grade year and I really was inspired to learn by my one teacher. And I kind of wish I would have hung on to his picture. I would sort of like to look him up and maybe,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be nice if I could send him a letter and tell him what an impact he had on my life? But
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Anyways, I was looking through one of my favorite clutter books called Clutter Busting, and it's by Brooks Palmer. And he has an interesting chapter about sentimental and memory clutter. And so I thought I'd read you a little bit from
Okay.
it. And he does take a tough stance on some of this. So I want to see what
On
your thoughts are.
sentimental
Well,
clutter.
listen to this. Okay. The title of chapter 3, Clutter Keeps Us Living in the Past. And I'm just going to read excerpts from the
I
chapter.
mean, it does. Like, that makes me think about your life should be a museum for
Right.
your current life, not your past or
right.
future life.
So here are just some of the things that he says in this chapter. Living in the past brings emotional, psychological, and practical damage to your life because it prevents a focus on life now, which makes things seem even worse and creates an even stronger craving for the past. By recognizing your past as moments that have lost their original vitality, you remove your attachment to it and allow yourself to flow spontaneously into the present to get peace of mind and to love your life just as it is. If you own something that you don't use and can't see yourself using, but you don't want to let go, what is happening? You are under the influence of the powerful emotional memories your mind associates with the thing. The item is just a thing. It's neutral. But you've embellished the thing through your memories and your attachment. We're not talking about tossing the actual joy. These beliefs are based in fear. You're saying it's probably not going to come to me again, so I better trap and protect this essence.
Well, but what would you say about a $5 bill that your grandfather saved for you before he died? That would never come to us again.
Right.
That specific bill
That is
that he
true.
saved.
Yeah. I'm not saying I agree with everything
Yeah,
he
I
says
know.
here, but
I
this
know.
is just kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and certain things have more emotional attachments, like that, definitely.
Yeah, the only way I would ever spend it, as I was just kind of thinking while you were reading that, would be like if you and I went to a coffee shop together or something, or an
Yeah.
probably more like Dairy Queen, because remember they would take us to Dairy Queen.
Oh, yeah.
And if we went and took maybe a nice drive, because they love to take us on a drive on a Sunday afternoon, and we took a nice drive and then we ended at Dairy Queen and
With a
we each
dilly bar.
yes, and we each bought a dilly bar with the $5. Maybe I would spend it then if we did it together.
And I've thought about this with the grandpa quarters because all those years, like when I was first married and things like that in my 30s, I'm like, if I ever need, like really financially need $300 back then, I would redeem them.
Huh.
But
I never thought about it. I just was keeping them, and then my son really needed the money, and apparently he spent it.
But I mean, I have thought of that, but now I'm to the point in my life where
you don't
I
need the $300.
So why am I saving it?
For dilly bars.
Maybe we should go.
I think we should get a dilly bar with some of it.
Because I have. Well, I think I have his original 150. So I have 150, Jill. We need to go get a dilly bar.
Get a dilly bar or two.
And then I need to give you a quarter for sure.
I definitely want one of the quarters.
But it said,
but I just want one, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. And I was thinking that too. Like how many, I was thinking, oh, one roll, but I don't even need one roll.
No, I just need one, maybe 2 or 3, because I like even or odd numbers. So I would want 3.
Okay.
Not 2, but yeah.
But it says, let's take an honest look at memories. A memory is a recollection of something that is no longer happening. It's over. A memory is a vague representation, a shadow of the actual event. If you're living off memories, you're on very shaky ground. You may crave the memories, but you're investing a lot of yourself in something that has been rather than what is.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, maybe if their current life isn't so great, sometimes if you want to hold on to a memory of a time when things were better,
Yeah, I know.
Or even just a time when that person, if it's a memory about a deceased loved one,
I know.
You can't get the person back. I mean, the memories can't be taken away, but and we say our objects shouldn't hold the memory. The memory is the memory.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
I know. Wow. And actually our grandfather passed away on July 3rd.
Yeah, that's
1987.
true.
So that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, like this chapter got me in a good way, but also got me in a interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
But it does say, and then he goes on, and there is more, but being in the moment is the only stability you'll ever have in your life. So
being in this moment, you mean, not in the past.
Yeah.
Or the future.
Yep. And he even says, and maybe that's where I got it later on in the chapter, your life is not a museum, it's a living thing.
That's true. Well, I mean, that is definitely part of when I declutter, I think about that. But there are certain things I don't want to let go of.
No. And I'm not saying you have to let go of everything from the past.
Yeah. And there are a couple things, like when you said sentimental things that aren't the coins, that I really hold on to still.
It's tough sometimes going down nostalgia lane, but it is also fun.
Yeah.
All the memories. So, all right. So there was another episode where I had Jill be the teacher or the decluttering expert.
Yes.
And I showed her a few things. So today,
I feel like I was pretty good at it too.
You were great.
I just listened to that episode and I thought, boy, I just sounded just like Wendy.
Yes. So Jill gets the opportunity to, again, it's been about 4 or 5 weeks here. So
Yes.
I brought some things for her to help me decide whether to declutter or not. And she also brought some
I
things for
did.
me because we're in the midst of this challenge. And so we're bringing out new things to look
Hmm.
at.
I brought 3 things.
Okay.
And actually, all 3 of them are things that I hang on to, and I don't know why. Here's the first one.
It's a bottle of Aquafina water.
One would think it's a bottle of Aquafina water. It is made to be a decoy. It is truly not a bottle of Aquafina water, even though there is water in the bottom. It's for when you go on vacation. You can stash your money, your key to your condo, maybe, and you're at the beach and you take a walk on the beach. And then you just leave that there with your stuff, and people don't know that they think it's just garbage. Like if you take a walk and you leave it at your beach
I'm
blanket.
surprised that hasn't accidentally got thrown out by Finn.
One would think, but it's always been with my stuff.
I see. Like when he threw out Lloyd's shoes. Or no, you threw
I
out
threw out the shoes
shoes.
because they were by Finn's garbage.
Oh, by Finn's
Yeah.
garbage, yes.
So this yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna donate it.
First of all, where did you get it?
I think I ordered it online or
Okay.
something because we were going to be having a beach vacation, and I thought, oh, that'll be cool. And I think I've used it once. Every time I want to throw it away, I think, oh, but what if you want it again?
That
And
is
then
so hilarious.
when I go on a beach trip, I always forget because it's
Yeah.
not with my beach bag. Maybe if I kept it with my beach bag.
Yeah, it's probably time to let it go if you've only.
Because
But
really,
if you donate it, no one's going to know what it is. They'll probably throw it away because it's a water bottle.
It looks like it.
Maybe we should put that on our Instagram post.
I think we should, and maybe if anybody else would want it,
yes,
you can have it. And if not, should I throw it away, Wendy?
Well, I think it is time to let it go.
Okay.
But I think if you put that in the donation bin, they're just going to think, this is a bottle of water.
Unless you put on it real big, this is not a bottle of water. This hides your keys.
Yes.
This is a key hider for the beach.
That is a very interesting thing. It reminds me of the fact that you like to pick up gadgets like back scratchers.
Yes, I had another gadget kind of like that I decided to keep even though I don't use. It's not a back scratcher. Maybe I'll bring it at a later date. Yeah. Okay, so the second thing I thought you might like.
Ooh.
And this is ridiculous. I don't know why I've hung on to this, but it seems like something you might hang on to as well.
I can't wait to see.
It's a little tin thing that we got our necklaces in that. Do you remember at that craft show? They were in that. I think my typewriter key necklace was in this.
That's what I was thinking.
And it's just a cute little, like, I thought
cute.
Maybe you could put like some medicine in there if you're traveling, maybe some earrings. Maybe I should keep this. Do you think? Probably not.
That is tough because it would fit perfectly a set of earrings,
right? Or something. I never use it though. That's the thing. I mean, it was in my jewelry box, but to think to use it, I never.
Yeah, I actually might want that.
Do you want it?
If you don't want it,
okay, good.
Because I have a little thing that I keep jewelry in for traveling, and this could be good.
That could enhance your stash.
I know, but I love a good container. So
now that's what I thought of you. I thought Wendy will love this, and I would love to give it to her.
Okay.
Let's just get it out of my life. Okay, the third thing. Now this, over the years, every time I've tried to declutter it, I think, oh, but what if you could do this, or you could do that. And then today I was like, oh yeah, you should get rid of that. But then I thought, oh, what if I get organized and I decorate for the holidays? This would look nice on my dining room table at Christmas.
All right, let me see. So it is a metal basket
that has 2 metal poinsettias on the outside.
It's similar to my caddy, but it's smaller and it's Christmassy.
I think I put Christmas cards in it on the table the one year, but I mean, nobody sends me Christmas cards anymore because I don't send them out. So most people have taken me off their list.
I mean, it is interesting, of all the Christmas decorations you would keep, this would be it.
Oh, I have a bunch of others. That's just one that I was like, oh, I could get rid of. But then every time I want to get rid of it, I really like that flower on the
It is
side.
cute. I will say it
Do you
is
think I
cute.
should keep it through this Christmas? And if I don't put it out, then
That could be something, because I see that this could be a spot to put a plant as well.
Ooh,
Because
I
Jill
didn't
likes
think
her
of that.
plants.
I do like my plants.
Like you could
put a plant in there. I think I'm going to keep that.
Okay.
But the little rag, I think I'm going to
Although I
donate.
don't feel like I'm doing a good job, Jill. You're better at this than me. Each of these,
Well, I've only kept one out of the 3.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right. So now I have some for Jill.
Okay.
So in the spirit of the 250th anniversary
Oh boy.
of our United States, I brought, these are toys that my dad played with.
You're going to get rid of these?
Well, I just want your opinion again. So I brought these. So my father, when he was a little boy, got these set of little American presidents in miniature.
So cute.
And they start with George Washington and they end with Dwight D. Eisenhower, because that's who was president when he got this.
In what year? For a ballpark for people who aren't presidential experts like you are.
Well, he was the 34th president and he came into office in 1953.
Okay.
And so it would have been some
So he
time
must have got it between 53 and 57.
Yes. Yes. And
So he would have been about 8 to 11.
Yes. So I played with these a lot when I was
did
little.
too.
Yeah.
And this is one of those things, Wendy. When
I mean,
you pulled them out the one time, I had to admit I was a little jealous that you had these.
Oh!
But it made sense because you were the one who really studied the presidents.
I did. And Dad and I used to quiz each other on presidential trivia. I actually have been saving these all these years. I gave them to my dad to open on his 75th birthday. Now he's turning 80.
That's when I saw them and I thought, you had those?
And I've had these all the time. Now, I haven't parted with them. And every time I look at these, because what am I going to do? Don't part with them.
I mean, if you're going to part with them, I want them, but I don't know what to do with them. So you hang on to them.
All righty.
Can I look at them real quick though?
Yes. Yes, you're right. I think I'm going to keep them.
We'll have to line these up and take a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, what else do you have?
All right,
so you're keeping that.
Okay.
The sentimental stuff is hard.
And I've brought 2 more sentimental things.
Oh boy.
A couple more, actually. I've told you about the one. Maybe you will let me let go of this. Now, this is from my grandma's cedar chest that I have inherited. And these things have been in the cedar chest. There's a spot for them. So they have a place, they have a home. But why am I keeping this? Now, this next item is Dad's coonskin cap.
Oh my goodness.
No! No! Let go of this.
There's a raccoon. It's an actual raccoon.
I know. Why am I keeping this?
Why are you keeping that?
And then it's starting to shed a little bit.
Yeah, that's gross. That is just for the trash, not even like.
Oh, no, I would not donate that. So you're okay with me letting go of this?
The only reason that should be a thing would be in a shadow box, but I think people would have nightmares.
Oh, no, well, now
did it have eyeballs in there?
Well, I didn't even realize that because it's been sitting upside down in the thing for so long. So
were there 2 black
felt.
marbles at the bottom? Oh, that's felt?
I think they put that felt, but because the eyes are missing.
Gross.
The only thought I had is I could wrap that up and give it to him as for an 80th birthday prank gift, and then we could throw it away.
He doesn't listen to the podcast, does he?
I don't think so.
I mean, he probably wouldn't throw it away at that point, though, would he?
I don't know. He's given me some things with our decluttering. Okay. I wouldn't tell him I'm going to throw it away. I would just
take it back and then throw it away. Yeah, it's on the floor.
Or should I just let go of that now? Maybe now. Maybe this is, I have one more thing.
Okay.
It was Dad's. I can wrap this up and give to him.
I should wrap up his baby shoes.
Oh, yes. Yes. He actually had his baby shoes. He gave them to me when I was decluttering his garage. I gave them to Jill so she could have something. Well, I have his ball uniform.
What? Oh my goodness.
Well, this
oh my goodness.
You haven't it's been in
Oh
the
my
chest.
goodness. This
This
is
was
precious.
that was his baseball uniform when he
You
was very
can't
young.
part with this, honestly.
All right.
This is so cute.
All right. Should I just leave that in the hutch or do you really want
You
it?
should give this to him for his 80th birthday.
Okay.
And then we're going to think about putting this in a little shadow box or something. This is so cute.
Oh, in a shadow box. You could put it in a shadow box. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
All
feel
right.
like that shouldn't, that could be his 80th
That,
birthday
yeah,
present.
I can get rid of like the coon. It
coonskin
did
cap,
always
that
creep
is,
me out, but I just
it's
left it in the
terrifying.
top little area. Okay.
Okay, let's leave all that out. We'll take pictures of it. So
Okay.
you're not getting rid of anything. Or you have something else?
I-
Or no, you're getting rid of the hat.
All right. Well, we had another conversation about coins.
Yeah.
And we've mentioned these before. I have found
Oh, the French money.
the set of French coins, the francs.
So are you going to keep them or give them up?
Well, I know that you mentioned maybe crafting DIY projects with them. Oh, there's some money
Oh,
too.
you have
I have actual bills
paper
as well.
money. No, I think what I said would be to maybe put them in some sort of frame or something, like these are cool.
Well,
Like, I can't believe this is their money. This was their money because, in the United States, we have the dollar bills are all the same size. Now, I remember when we were there, the bills are different sizes, which I always thought was interesting.
Yeah. So what do I do with those? Because obviously those can't be spent.
No.
All right.
I feel like this would be something you'd put in a tiny little display somewhere in a jar in the living room as a decoration or something.
So are you
It's a conversation piece.
So are you saying I need to keep those?
Well, if you don't want them, I'll take them. What were you going to do? Just throw this away?
I guess that's what I was going to do.
I mean, it is kind of ridiculous. Like, why am I saying to save them?
And you have the same set?
I don't think I have as full a set as you do.
Oh, well,
I almost feel like this would be cute. You know how you get a little Yankee candle? It comes in a little jar. You burn down the candle. and then you put all this in there and just set it out as a decoration, like in the living room or something. No? You wouldn't do that? Maybe I would. Maybe that's how I can use mine. And then I could get my other ones out of the wallet and I could put it all in a
So it seems
jar.
like we're just trading stuff here.
We're trading clutter.
This day isn't being too successful.
No.
But I am fine with you taking them. However, I hate to clutter up your house with more stuff. So, but
if I don't use them and do what I say I'm going to do, then we can get rid of them.
All right.
Along with mine.
Listeners, stay tuned. Well, why don't we at least combine them together?
Okay. And I'll put them in a little candle jar.
Okay.
And put them in my living room.
Okay.
And see if it's a conversation piece. I mean, maybe the money will bring in more money into my life and I can retire sooner than later. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've got lots of pictures that I'm about to take here, and just you wait till you see some of these treasures.
But once again, I'm sure that the listeners, if they are doing the decluttering with us as they share with us, how many sentimental items have you been able to get rid of?
Right. It's hard, as you can hear from the two of us, and Wendy's good at this stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm talking her into keeping stuff. Yeah, so we're going to set up these presidents.
So check out our Instagram, and we hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season with their relatives, maybe building some more memories. Remember, the memories are new, fresh, new things coming into our lives.
And the memory can be the memory. It doesn't have to be attached to something, but because if it already is attached to something, clearly it's hard to get rid of.
Yes. So Jill and I will be pondering all these items and this conversation, I'm sure, as we're looking and continuing the decluttering experiment your way.
Right. And we're probably going to head to Dairy Queen for a dilly bar.
And we'll update you after that. Absolutely. Have a good day, everyone.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to the Decluttering Experiment. We hope you join us next time to see what progress has been made.
If any.